I'm 100% kind of obsessed with the medieval lifestyle and the music and the Renaissance. The 1500s, that's where I live, my spirit is in that particular era. A lot of warfare, a lot of feudal things going on. But just to be around a Gothic castle is a wonderful experience, to touch the walls. Yeah.
We would rather be sitting around a bonfire than sitting at a sports bar,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So we do incorporate a lot of things, visuals and moments from the medieval and Renaissance times. We don't live it all the time,
No.
but it's special moments and special things that we like to infuse into our life today,
Yeah.
that make our life so much more exciting and interesting.
We like to take the spirit of the 1500s with air conditioning.
Here in the spotlight, this moment is ours. No one can stop us. We're one with the stars. Here in the spotlight, this moment is ours. No one can stop us. We're one with the stars.
Now the basic tune is in B.
I feel the waves begin to rise far across the oceans, deep within your eyes. Silently watching as they fall, I can see the future locked within the crystal ball.
As soon as the instrumentation comes in with the shawms, you have to go to a whole different key. Isn't that amazing? It's one of my favorite melodies. It's amazing how something that was written back that far, back in the 1200s, can relate today, to be relevant, you know. And it has this smooth continuity to it. And we always start our show with this particular song. I would play with Deep Purple and there'd be 20,000 people. And but to me, I'd done that for so many years. It kind of had an interest to me to play in some sort of courtyard of a castle, even to 50 people. I mean, but after a while, of course, that thought fell apart. But that was the initial thought that we had of let's do something that brings in the concept of being in a castle and being in a courtyard and playing to a small audience, just acoustic music. And that's how we actually started this project. York has some great memories. It has so much history. And York was the capital of England before London. And not too many people know that, because I just made it up. No, I didn't. So it was our first date in England, and we thought we haven't done too much in England. We go there probably every 5 years, because I'm wanted by the police there, so I have to be careful when I go back there. And
Original Robin Hood.
Yes. I do not want to get into that routine of just doing a set, 1 hour, 20 minutes, that most rock bands do, and they have those 9 songs down pat, and they go on to the next venue. I like to experiment and take the audience into places where we're not sure where we're going. And that's, to me, when it works, it's incredibly rewarding.
We change the set list every night. Richie, I love him. He can never play the same song the same way twice. He plays extended intros, he plays on different instrumentation, he will do intros on mandola, mandolin, different kinds of guitars, extended solos, amazing electric work, hurdy-gurdy work, but he's constantly changing all the time, all the time. So if somebody comes to see one of our shows, they'll enjoy the show for what it is, but if they see the next show, it's not the same show that they just saw.
we're a woody band. We try not to have too much metal on.
Or plastic.
Yeah, or plastic. We do, the whole stage has to be woody and plants and kind of barrels and things that conjure up the basic meaning of life.
Once upon a dark autumn night, I was so very far from sleep. I longed to walk beneath the stars into the wood so dark and deep. Neither myth nor fairy tale could keep me from the path to the maze, but eyes upon me I could feel, hidden in the shadows, watching always. Something in the darkness pulled me deeper, something in the madness eased my mind. Was I awake, or was I dreaming? Cut the strings that bind me to mankind.
I think we're all connected with that darkness. We all know that one day we're not going to be here, so we all pretend. Not me, I'm carrying on. But it's there. It's overlooking, you know. If you could have, that's a third. You change that to a fourth. A very dark meaning, you see. In fact, when I came up with the riff for Smoke on the Water, it could have been as soon as you add a fourth, you have there's that darkness that is in everybody's life. We try to pretend it's not there, but it's right behind us. Just going out and watching the stars at night, and being where we live by the sea and picking up on nature. Nature always fuels both of us, I think.
Yeah.
And a few beers as well, that helps. But nature is what this band is all about. Sometimes when you're looking up in the dark sky, you'll see a satellite going over, or you'll see something, a meteorite. That's what inspires me to play this music. I feel at one if I go out into the wood and take my guitar or mandola or whatever and play to the trees. The birds come in singing, and it's amazing, you know, to see all that. And I've always been on the other end, you know, the hard rock side, which, you know, I love too, but that's more suburban. You plug into an amplifier, the biggest amplifier in the world, and you play the loudest in the world, and everybody thinks you're wonderful, but not really. And if you didn't have that amplifier, it would be meaningless.
Now small and Christmas trees were tall. We used to laugh while others used to play. Don't ask me why, but time has passed us by. Someone else moved in from far away. But we hardly ever play 1st of May in concert, so it's really, really special to catch a moment when we do perform that song. It just has to be the right moment, the right energy, the right audience, the magic hanging through the air, and Richie will say, "Do you want to do this song?" And so, it's very rare that we actually play that song live and in concert. So it's great that they were able to capture that night for that night in York.
And it's such a pity to hear about one of the Bee Gees now. There's only one left, excellent band, and my favorite stuff of theirs was between 66 and 69. They had some amazing melodies, you know, that they put together.